Welcome back to another episode of the Slap the Ask Show. We are up to episode 21 already, Luke. Could you believe it?
I can't believe it, no.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, today we have a very special guest. We have Nizzy Lorde Conspiracies on TikTok. He's a TikTok influencer and crypto entrepreneur, as well as a personal friend of mine based here in Philadelphia. So, Nate, without further ado, welcome on the show, and thanks for taking time out of your day to talk to us.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're happy to have you, Nate. So I guess we'll just hop right into it. What made you first get interested into trading crypto?
So back in the day, I'm gonna say back in 2015, my uncle introduced it to me he introduced me Bitcoin and Ethereum and told me that this is going to be the next wave of currency. And back in 2014, 2015, I was probably about going 19, going on 20, something like that, something right around there. And he basically was telling me that I should invest into it. I didn't really know what it was at first, but then I realized that Bitcoin was only like 6 cents at the time. When he first showed it to me, Bitcoin was around like 6 to 8 cents. And then 2 years later, when I stopped looking at the Bitcoin and stuff like that, I seen it jump from the low dollars to about a couple $1,000. I've seen the very first leap, and ever since then I started taking it very seriously, and I started learning about the crypto space.
So did you start trading crypto in 2015, or is that just when you first started seeing it?
That's when I first started seeing it, and I traded at the end of 2015. After I seen once I seen the jumps starting to happen and how many people was making money, that's when I got really interested and I wanted to learn. So I self-taught myself. He introduced it to me, but I self-taught myself through the whole process.
Wow. Yeah, I wish I would have gotten into crypto in 2015.
I wish I would have just stuck with it. I wish I would have stuck with it.
Yeah, it's so volatile. It's hard to just leave your money in and forget about it. But
yeah,
no, it's cool.
So Nate, what would you say is your favorite crypto coin to trade right now? Which one do you want to own? Which one do you think is going to go up a lot? What's your thoughts on the space right now?
All right, so on my crypto space thoughts, I feel like the coin that's going to super take off is SHIBA.
Did you see it?
SHIBA and new.
SHIBA went up 58% today.
Yeah. It's the only coin on Coinbase that's the cheapest that you can buy, and you can buy them by the millions. It's the only coin on Coinbase where you can hold millions of coins for cheap right now.
Nate, did you see Elon Musk's tweet?
No, I didn't see the Doge tweet. What did he say?
I don't know. SHIBA? I think that's SHIBA, and I think that's part of the reason why it ran up so much today.
Oh man, he's about to get on board.
Dude, you gotta do a TikTok video on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, because Elon Musk, man, he know how to manipulate the market very well, bro. Especially when it comes to the kind of stuff that he Doge or anything dealing with space or anything like that. He know how to make them jump, bro.
Yeah.
To be honest, he has a strong following for the market when it comes to marketing.
Yeah. Did you trade Doge at all, or not really?
All right, so I'm gonna be honest. When I first learned about Bitcoin, my first coin that I was looking at, my first altcoin was Doge, and that was the coin that I really had faith in the most. And the crazy part is I seen Doge the very first time it went to 1 cent. The first time it hit 1 cent, it was in the decimal places, how SHIBA is now. And I was really excited, and I made a couple dollars back in, what year was that? 2017, I think it was, when Doge went up to its last high before the nap for the one that is now. And it made me a couple $1,000. But if I would have just held it from then till now, I would have been a millionaire. I had millions of Doge. I had millions and millions and millions. It was crazy because I didn't expect it to go past the 1 cent range. I always expected it to be.
I mean, I don't think anyone did.
Yeah, nobody did at all.
I think in December Doge was at what, 0.000 something?
Yeah,
November
yeah.
2020.
And they sent it through the roof. And they
Yeah.
sent it through the roof.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I think it hit like in the 70s at one point too.
Yeah.
Yeah. 70 cent. 74 cent.
Yeah, I saw something crazy. I think it's like if you bought like $1,000 of SHIBA back in like October 2020, it'd be worth like $7 million today right now. Like there is clearly money to be
Crazy.
made in the crypto space with all these coins and things like
Oh
that.
yeah. For
And
sure.
like you said, especially with
Yeah, for
SHIBA being on
sure.
Coinbase now, it's so easy to get because I feel like a lot of people who aren't as into crypto as you are, like they have a hard time
Mm,
buying some of these coins because they're like on weird wallets and things
yeah.
like that. So when you
Yeah.
buy coin, Nate,
See
what
now
do you use?
that's the thing too. Like I can talk to y'all about that. I feel like there's a difference between like trading, investing, and really trying to dive into the crypto space, because it's like a normal person would go on Coinbase and use that as like their main source of income, or use it as their main source of buying power, or wherever like they keep their coins. But in reality, the people that make the millions and millions of dollars are the people that's investing in the coins that's just coming out. Because the
Right.
coins that come on the Coinbase aren't just coming out. They've been out for a long, long time in like the deep space of crypto before they came to
Right.
like
The main page,
like
and then they
yeah,
really
the
blow
main
up. Yeah.
page. So like a lot of them is hard to catch, but you're gonna know because of the way that it moved. It all goes off of the name and what it does, and just how many people are interested at the time. In the beginning of the stages, like the most of the time, like I was telling Jim, if you're trying to really catch a good amount of money, you will want to mess with like Pancake Swap or what's the other one? Ethereum. The one for Ethereum, what is it called?
Is it Uniswap that one or something?
Yeah, Uniswap. Yep, there we go. Uniswap. Uniswap, Pancake Swap, and Sushi Swap. Any of the swaps are the places where brand new coins come to first. So most coins come to a swap first before they come to a big platform or a big trading place. And if you can find what coin is about to start going crazy and you first catch them within the actual trading place without being in the actual market, then you're going to make the top dollar amount. Like you're coming in the market before anybody knows about it for real. And
Yeah. Well,
those 9 times out of 10, those are the people that's holding the market up. The people that come in super, super early are the people that's holding up the market cap and stuff like that.
yeah. I also think I saw like some big whale just buy like $48 million worth of SHIBA. Yeah, and then Musk tweeted that. And I think that's part of the reason why it ran up so much the last like couple days. But
Yeah.
no, to your point, I mean, like SafeMoon, it was like impossible to buy, right? Originally, you had to like buy it through
Mm-hmm.
like Pancake Swap and all that stuff. So a lot of people just didn't do it. But then Portnoy, remember Dave Portnoy started? Was it SafeMoon that Portnoy promoted?
Yeah, it was Safe Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, SafeMoon, yeah.
So yeah, I think you have a good point. Like if you can buy before it even goes on, if you can predict which coins will go on Coinbase and Binance and stuff, you can really make some good returns.
Right. So it really goes off of what coin you see having the highest potential and what has the most money invested into it at that given time. It's like very important. Like for me, I'm gonna tell you guys, like I knew about SHIBA, I'm gonna say probably like December. I knew about SHIBA around December, and I put in around like I kind of put in almost $1,000 around there. But what the crazy part is if I just would have held my money instead of selling it along the way, I would have been a multi-millionaire. So I'm gonna just tell you like this, right? One of my friends, he had about 2.3 billion of them and sold out at $75,000. So I had probably about like 20 to $25,000 to myself off of that, but I was spending along the way, so I was selling most of my tokens. But when I first bought into SHIBA, I had 230 billion SHIBA. So if I never would have sold those 230 billion, I would have been a millionaire, like as of April.
I
But
mean,
I was being greedy.
hindsight's always 2020, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I advise anybody if they're really trying to like get into the crypto and they trying to make millions off it or hundreds of thousands, you're going to have to be patient and do not be greedy when you start seeing money come. Because even though you're taking the money away, you're still taking the partial coins, the amount of coins away, which is actually greater than the money value.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah.
No, that's a good point. And I think it's hard for people to like stomach the downturns in crypto, right? It's always and when you see like, oh shit, my account's down 20%, that people start panic selling or anything like that when you really believe in it, maybe buy more and then wait for the jump. But off with crypto.
So my whole thing is from now on, I'm not going to jump the gun anymore, or I'm not going to just keep selling off like individually here and there. Like I'm just going to wait until I get that one comfortable amount of number and I'm going to take it out. And then from there, I'm going to start diversing the portfolio even more. So basically all it is I would look at it like this. You come in, you find a coin on like Pancake or Uni, you find something that you see is talked about through the crypto space, or you see people trying to invest into it. You put your money there and you wait until it gets to an exchange. Once it gets to an exchange, then you know it's going to start hitting more and more exchanges. And then the market cap is going to grow even more and more and more. And you are basically one of the first 1,000 holders. People that get in like early like that be like some of the first 1,000 couple holders. And if you are one of the first 1,000 holders, you're definitely going to be rich no matter how much money you got in there, from either $1 to whatever. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, I believe it. I mean, you talk about SHIBA, I remember in the wintertime to me, and I was like, what the fuck is SHIBA? I was like, what the hell is this thing? And then hindsight would have made me rich. So
yeah, would have made you so rich, bro. And it's crazy because I be mad at myself because it's like I be knowing all of the moves. And it's like I be so fast to take my stuff, or I be so impatient, it make me lose at the end of the day. Like I'll win, but I'm losing at the end of the day because it's like I want the million, I want the 10 million, I want the 20. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the 20 and 30,000. I want the 20 and 30 million. So it's just like, yeah, man. Everybody should just definitely be patient, and if anything, definitely buy SHIBA because that's the coin that has the top potential growth, I'll say right now, because it is on Coinbase, which is the biggest coin spot in America right now. Actually, across the world, Coinbase is like the top exchange place for most crypto users. So that can turn around even in a week. Somebody can start buying that this week. Like people can start trading their Doge off to SHIBA, and now we're automatically millionaires. Like for real.
Sure, I mean,
they said they're racing to beat Doge. Like SHIBA's whole goal is to kill Doge. Okay. That's their goal.
So Nate, SHIBA's at quadruple 0.1379 right now. It's up 63% in the last 24 hours. Mm-hmm. What do you think it's going to run to? When are you going to start selling? What's your strategy?
I'll say every single year that I peep about crypto, it always moves towards the end of the year. It'll move towards the end of the year and it'll start spiking towards the beginning of next year, and then it'll start dying down before the summertime comes. If you physically think about it, people want money before the holidays. People want vacation money for next year. And then as soon as next year comes, people start, all right, I want a new car, I want a new house, I want to go on vacation. So people start selling towards when the weather start getting nice. So as soon as people start getting like the colder months, that's when the market really started moving. So I personally wouldn't sell anything till about like January, February on a major asset that I'm holding.
Right.
Like anything else that's like something I'm just playing around with, I just want a couple $1,000, $2,000 or something like that, then I'll invest in there, hold it, take it out when I need it, and that'll be that. But something that you can see as a moonshot, like SHIBA, you gotta hold that until it hit the moonshot.
Yeah, 100%. So
yeah.
I know you're super into the crypto space and you're actually working on your own type of coin. Can you kind of talk about like that process and how that's been working out for you and your team?
All right, so basically a couple of my friends and my uncle, we came up with our own idea of just coming out with our own token. And basically we try to take the ideas of other great coins and try to implement them into one place. The coin is called excuse me, it's called Bezo token. It's kind of like a play off of Bezos, like Jeff Bezos with an extra Z on it. It's a deflationary ecosystem, so that's what kind of separates us and SHIBA. SHIBA is not deflationary, so basically, to sum that down is if you're holding SHIBA or you're holding Bezo, and people are buying and selling, you get a percentage of every buy or sell of like a tax. Like it's like everybody gets tax of buying in or selling in, and the tax goes to all the holders. So you're earning coins just from holding. Versus SHIBA, you or any other crypto, a lot of other cryptos, you have to continuously keep putting in money to buy more and more coins.
Right.
Versus you buying in at a good amount, and you can just
Right.
for you basically as the market goes.
So yeah, how's
yeah.
the process been going? Have you launched it yet, or what's the timeline?
So we have launched the token right now. We're just we have like I'll say about 50,000-60,000 market cap. Nothing too crazy, but we're really just trying to do the best kind of marketing strategy, because that's basically all we're missing at this point, is just putting the crypto in people's ears and putting it out there, because it's thousands and tons of cryptos out in the space. But
Right.
you have to show that yours is better or can't compete with everybody else's. So right now we're just figuring that out. But I actually came up with an idea that's going to clutch the Bezo token ecosystem. It's going to, like I said, it's an ecosystem, so it has multiple coins that's going to feed into the same place. So I'm creating a separate coin that's going to add to the ecosystem. That's called a lot of people don't know this yet, but I'm calling it Zion. It's going to be called Zion Evo, and Zion Evo is going to be for basically like the kind of content that I do on TikTok, which is aiming towards people who want to wake up out the matrix, people that want to be doomsday preppers, people that want to buy bunkers, people that want to escape the reality of like what's going on out in society today, or anybody that just wants to financially be free and not be held down, and to the system of the of the jobs and stuff like that. So right. I'm going to basically, I'm saying I'm going to target a specific group of people when it comes to the next coin. And I believe that that's going to be able to drive the entire ecosystem, because the coin that I'm creating can only be tradable with the Bezo token, which will allow you to earn BNB and Bezo token. And Binance coin, I don't know if you know about the BNB coin, but the Binance coin.
Don't know.
Yep. Yeah, so I have something real crazy going on with that.
Oh, so are you gonna start a TikTok for the Bezo coin, or how?
I actually do have a TikTok for the Bezo token. I just haven't I haven't pushed the content too hard on there, because like my name has been blowing up on TikTok as recently. I've been really pushing forward with my TikTok content and trying to, I guess, get my name out there, try to get on other people's podcasts and shows and things of that nature. But once I get back to where I originally left off at my 100,000 mark, then I'm going to start promoting what I do out here. And once I drop the token at the end of the month, then I'm going to come to all my followers and tell them that I have a way for them to be able to get some money, and everybody can stick together.
Right.
All right, sweet. So let's pivot back a little bit. So,
all right, I'm sorry.
What inspired you to start this TikTok, and what's it about? How did you get all the followers that you have now? Kind of just explain your journey through TikTok. And now you're a full-blown influencer right now, bro. I mean, you're
right.
so many views and likes on there, so many followers. It's crazy. I'm like, I remember you said you had 800 followers. It's like, yeah, you should follow me. He's like, yeah, I will. And he went over 100,000 before they banned you. So I love your journey. It's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, so basically how I started, man, was one of my friends, he was actually semi-famous on TikTok, and he had about 50,000, he had about like 50,000 followers, I think, 50 or 40,000 followers. And he was like, yeah, man, you can start a TikTok, and, they people like to see car stuff and other different stuff on TikTok. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see what's up. So I just made a regular profile, and at first I was just promoting car stuff because I like cars and stuff like that, but I didn't really understand how to maneuver through TikTok and really create content. And I was always on there looking at other people's content, and I'm like, The only other thing that I really want to do or could do is conspiracies. But what pushed me to do it was one day I was talking to my girl and I was saying something about the government and how like stuff is going crazy. And she was just like, you know what? What you gotta do is you gotta just make a TikTok page dedicated towards your conspiracies. Cause I'm like, you know what? You're right, because people don't like to listen to me for real, like in person. People don't really like to hear those type of conversations. I'm like, I guess that's the only place where I can talk to people and people not really go too crazy. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just make a video talking about something I thought was like a little mysterious. And next thing I know, that joint had 500,000 likes. All these followers start coming in. Yeah, it started going crazy. Oh, it was 500,000 views. 500,000 views and like, I think like 14,000 likes. And ever since then, the page never stopped. And then it's like, I kept going so hard to the point where like, my account started skipping digits. Like, I don't know, it was weird. Like, I'll wake up, it'll be at like 20,000. I wake up, now it's at like 29,000. So I made like 9,000 followers overnight off one video. And people are like, oh my God. And the main reason why I feel like it's like that, because a lot of my followers say that it be things that they be thinking about too, that they be scared to talk about, or other people that talk about this kind of stuff and they're not heard. It's a whole bunch of kind of people that's like kind of embedded with me because of like they feel the same way I feel, or they thought the same thing that I was thinking. So it raises awareness, and people just kept coming. I got all the way up to 111,000 followers. And as soon as I got there, and I think they gave me like $200. As soon as I was about to take the $200, they took my account off. They logged me out. I tried to log back in. They said that I wasn't able to do it anymore because I broke so many community guidelines that I guess and once you break so many community guidelines, they keep warning you about so many times until they get rid of your account. And I seen it happen to other people, but I wasn't expecting it to happen to me that early because it's like I just achieved something crazy through social media with the 100,000, and they took me right down. And I'm like, damn, I was salty. I ain't gonna lie, I was salty. I'm like, yo, I just made 100,000 followers, and they just banned me away, and I can't log in. I can't look at none of my old pictures or anything like that. So I'm like, you know what? I kind of felt a little discouraged at first. I'm like, yo, like, I don't even feel like I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. Like, it's like I got so far ahead. I just felt mad, like, yo. Until like somebody was like, bro, you better not let the government stop you, bro. You know you've been it's like, you know, you waking up all these people out here, bro. You gotta continue, bro. You can't stop. I'm like, all right. I made another page. As soon as I made the page, all these people like, yo, they took your account. Oh my God. You, bro, I'm not gonna ever stop following you, bro, no matter how many accounts you make. That was the main comment that I seen to this day that I remember. Like, no matter how many accounts I make, I'm still going to follow you because I really like your content. And from that comment alone, I just kept going, and everybody literally just started flocking back. Like, I think I had more likes on this page than I had on my last page. Wow. I don't even have, I'm about to be at as many followers, but I had more likes on this page now than my other one.
So, like, have you changed your strategy to not get banned again? Or, like, have you noticed, like, what they flag? Or are you just going to keep doing?
Yeah. I kind of know what they're looking for. It's kind of like a feeling thing, to be honest. It's not like it's specific because they don't really tell you. Because, like, say, like, for instance, I was on live. I'm going to give this example. I was on live. And, you know, I think I was, I came from outside and I just was, I had my shirt off, but I was fully clothed and everything. Like, I was just talking on live. The live was popping. It was like 1,000 people in the live. And then they canceled me out the live and said that, you know, I was doing sexual nudity activity. And I'm like, and I'm looking like, bro, like, they're crazy. But I know y'all see, bro, TikTok, it be all these shorties on there shaking their bums. And they maracas and stuff, and they don't never get no sexual nothing on there. So I'm like, bro, they can't be serious, bro. And I was talking about some serious stuff too, like, and I'm like, bro, they got me for sexual nudity, bro. Like, what type of time are they on? Like, it's like, I don't know. They're really Nicky, like real nitpickish on there, man, about what you can and cannot do, but they really don't tell you until it's too late. But I kind of realized, like, from my other page, the videos that they banned versus the videos that they didn't ban. So I try to make content amongst the lines of the videos that didn't get banned on my other page and try to keep it like that. They still got me for some, though. I didn't stop.
How does that work? When you post a video, do you just get like a warning? And
basically, at first, they don't give you a warning. It all depends. Like, sometimes they might just immediately take it down, depending on how crazy it is. Or sometimes they may let people see it for a while, and then they'll come back like a day to 3 days later and be like, yeah, this video went against our community guidelines, and take it down. Then they'll stop you from posting, from liking people's stuff, and from you can't do nothing for real, but just look at other people's stuff on TikTok when you're like banned. And then sometimes they shadow ban you. It's like they don't tell you if you're shadow banned. They just don't push your content out to people. So it's like you can make a TikTok, but they're not pushing it out to nobody. So that means somebody physically has to go on your page and push your content.
wow.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Yeah, it's funny. I remember, when we're talking again, like a couple months ago, you were saying how TikTok, it's like outside the US, right? So it's not controlled by like Zuckerberg or like the other people that control like the social media in the US. But you still have the banning and stuff, so you can't really avoid it, I guess. Any social media.
Yeah, you really can't avoid it. But I feel like the main reason why it went like that was because America was complaining about TikTok. Like, I don't know if you remember, but I think Trump was mad or was trying to ban TikTok at one point in time,
Right.
because they was controlled by the the China or whatever, and it didn't really go through. But since it's not a U.S. ran thing, it's like, I don't know, like you could do way more things on there than you can versus on Instagram and all that, because they're always watching whatever you do on there, to be honest. So I felt like, man, all of them, I don't know, TikTok, it might be made for a specific reason, bro. Like, I don't know what the reason is specifically, but I know that they made it for a specific reason. My guess was like they called it TikTok for a reason, because I feel like time is going down, like our time is slowly like coming down to an end, because you peep, everything is not, it's nothing really good going on in the world, everything going downhill. So I felt like TikTok made their name subliminally crazy. And I don't know if y'all know this, but in the TikTok emblem, there's a red, white, and blue like music emblem, right? But that's a backwards 6. Like if you switch it around, it's a 6. So there's people in my comments that are telling me, like, if you realize it's a red, white, and blue 6 in the TikTok emblem that's like flipped around and stuff. I don't know, bro. It's all be weird, bro. All controlled environments and stuff. And I feel like Instagram in the United States really got mad at China and told them that they can't allow people to push, I guess, agendas against the agenda. And that's why people that's talking against the agenda are getting banned and can't post and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, Nate, I completely agree. I think it's kind of crazy. We live in this time where there's like censorship everywhere, and you kind of tread on. You're like walking on eggshells in everything you do. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, conform or you're excluded.
Yeah, and I think you kind of had a good point. It's like you were saying, like other influencers and stuff are kind of scared to talk about this stuff. So you gained a big following so quickly because you were like the only person who was willing to talk about this kind of stuff. You know?
Yeah.
But when
and
did you
like, oh, go ahead, my fault.
When did you start your TikTok? Like, how long did it take you to gain 100,000 followers?
Literally 2 months.
Wow. So it really blew up quick.
Yeah. It only took me a month to make 100,000 followers. It took me the second month to get back to 60,000.
Wow.
Yo, that's crazy. I still think it's crazy. Like,
followers soon, Nate. You're gonna be famous.
Right, that's what I was thinking, man. Somebody on my one of my followers, I peeped his comment and said, "Yo, bro, I really feel like you should be verified, bro." I'm like, bro, I get verified. That'd be crazy.
Oh, that'd
be like, what's the one dude name? Y'all know the one dude that be snapping about conspiracies and he got his own talk show. Say, Joe Rogan?
Oh, Alex Jones talking about?
Yeah, Alex Jones, yeah.
Banned from every single platform.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, seriously, man, you can be like Alex Jones, but I was saying to Luke, like, we got to get you as like a consultant for our social media or something like that. We need more followers.
I feel like this, man. The only thing that people really want to see on TikTok, man, is they want to hear something that's very intriguing, or they just want to see something that's not normal.
Right.
Like if you realize, if you scroll down TikTok feed, a lot of videos that like go viral are unordinary videos, or like super funny things, or even people that kind of look kind of crazy. Like, I don't know, it's out of the ordinary. And TikTok kind of separates ordinary people from the like ordinary and the unordinary. Because if you think about like Instagram, anybody can post videos of themselves or just random stuff or pictures and stuff like that. But on TikTok, it's more about putting together content, like kind of like making your own TV show. So it separates the watchers versus the actual content creators, like people that really know how to create. Basically, creators and sheep.
Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, you watch your videos, you have like the whole like backdrop screen behind you. You have like letters that has an outline. Like, yeah, like you said, like there's actual video production that goes into making each TikTok you make.
Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah.
Just like, I mean, our YouTube videos take probably like 3 hours to edit, then like an hour to upload. Like, how long does it take for you to make a TikTok video?
Probably like, if I'm unbothered, like if I'm around people, if I'm not around people, then probably like 5 minutes at the most.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, 5 minutes at the most. If I'm around people, maybe like 10 to 20 minutes, because people be talking and stuff. All I just need is complete silence, like, or just be by myself, to be honest. Right. But other than that, I don't really have to, like, a lot of other people like prep and stuff like that and have to like think about. I don't even really have to think about like what I'm trying to say. It'll just come out. Like I know that I'm talking to people. So I'm just talking, like, I don't know, I guess I'm talking to the phone like I'm actually talking to a real life human being. And I think that's the main reason why I attract so many people. Is because it's me versus just talking. It's a difference than talking to your phone and trying to like talk to people through the phone, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like, so I try to make it more so like I'm very interactive with the people, with my watchers. Like, I'm talking to them like they're standing right next to me. Like, yo, bro, you seen that, John?
Oh, Jimmy and I watched that video.
Yeah, that's what'd
you say?
It's so engaging watching your videos. It's like, oh shit, like, yeah, I did see that, John.
He's like, yeah.
Right?
It's like you were saying, like, not just like you actually have something like substantive to say, but it's actually like entertaining too.
Yeah, that's another thing too, because there do be like some people on TikTok, I guess, that post videos and stuff like they have to deal with. It could be conspiracies or spiritual stuff or higher consciousness. But what other people don't do that I do is I implement like myself in the information versus just me giving information. I'm treating it like I told you, I'm treating it like I'm actually communicating with somebody versus just talking to because a lot of people can talk to the phone and sound super dry and be like, yo, like, you gotta look at this and blah, 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 or just talking. People don't want to just hear you just talking. They want to see some stuff going on. Like, they want to see some excitement. So I'm like, yo, bro, hey, yo, you see that joint? Yo. So people be like, oh, snap, yo, that's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, dude, great job. I got one more question about the TikTok. It's like, how do you like find all the stuff that you talk about? Is it like, do you do a lot of research on everything that's like hopping on in the world and like it makes you start thinking about what's actually going on, like what's shit?
So, all right, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of the content that I posted so far is content and stuff that I've been wanting to talk about. And some of the things that I posted recently was like some new things that's going on. But a lot of the things, it's so many things that I've been wanting to talk about or share with people in general, just because I've always been interested in that kind of stuff. So I will stay up like till 5 o'clock in the morning, just looking at stuff, like looking up information to see like, yo, like where is this leading to? What does this do? And why does it make so much more sense than this? And I don't know, I just be breaking stuff down. And then when I find out or I figure I think when I figure something out or I have something very interesting, then I like to share that joint with TikTok.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, man. It definitely keep you up at night though. I ain't gonna lie. Especially when it be crazy stuff going on. Like y'all see Instagram and Facebook not working right now. But then yesterday it was somebody posted a video on TikTok. It was all these UFOs or something. I don't know if there was UFOs or whatever, but it was all these cops and stuff like looking up at the sky, and it was all these like lights in the sky yesterday. And then you had like people saying that they was hearing stuff. Like it's all this stuff going on like all at once. I even seen something yesterday flying over my house. I'm like, yo, like, what is that? And I kept trying to get all my friends to look at it, and everybody didn't know what it was. My one friend kept saying, yo, bro, it's just a balloon, bro. You know, you always got that one person that just be like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, like, it was crazy.
So Nate, I actually have another question about the TikTok. So like, what is like the one or like two conspiracies that you think are like blatantly obvious and or true, but people just aren't willing to accept that as reality? Do you have any that like come to mind or not really?
All right, no, I could tell you. I'm gonna say there's so many places I can go with, bro.
A tough question.
All right, how about this? I'm gonna say this is where I first started. Why are the elites or the so-called politicians or government officials or just the people in general that control the world, right? Why are they in control, right? But everybody else has to go to school to basically help feed their money. Like basically, I looked at it like this. We all say we're smart and we're educated, this and the third. Like we all feel like we're super like dumb people. But in reality, we're just working normal jobs to sustain our lives when the people who we're working for have complete control of the world. And I kept asking, why is that? Then I figured it out that they're just like part of, the secret group and stuff like that, that people still be trying to deny that the Illuminati exists. I don't even know how people deny it when they literally tell you that they exist, but I don't know. Basically, Illuminati, bro. Like I don't like. They tell you movies. They tell you in front of your face. They'll tell you through whatever they want to tell you through, but people still choose to deny it at the end of the day.
Right.
That's my first thing. My second thing is the Earth. I feel like a lot of people get mad about the flat Earth theory and all that. I don't know, bro. Like this is my take on it. There's a lot of things that I found flaws in when it came to the spherical Earth. And I always was asking questions since a child while I was in elementary school. Like some of this stuff didn't make sense. And then when I looked up like about gravity and stuff like that and found out, gravity really isn't a theory. Gravity isn't a fact, it's only a theory. And basically theories are just somebody coming up with an idea of reason why it happened. And they say that, it's not even really a good theory anymore because when stuff start happening, the gravity don't make sense. Like they can say that the world is spinning around, right, through space at crazy amounts of speed rates, but yet we don't feel not one motion, but we can get on the roller coaster and feel motion. And we can drive a car 100 miles per hour and feel motion, but we can't feel the world spinning. That was one thing. And then I felt like the gravity thing is where it's holding trillions and trillions of water in, spinning through space, but a bee can fly as free as day. A bird can fly free as day. But you telling me that this force is so strong that it's holding trillions, like the whole ocean in. When we know that like water really doesn't have a defined shape or anything. It's just, I don't know, bro. It was just weird, bro. And then listening to people saying that the moon landing was fake, and then it was real, it was fake. And even the dude that went up to the moon himself was like giving out hints like, yeah, like I still don't understand why we haven't been back to the moon. I don't know, bro. That rose questions for me. And then I wanted to figure out like why did people figure out that the earth is flat? And then I came to the conclusion that, it's always one or two sides. So it's like you got the spherical planet, it was the elites control because they're the people that teach you this as a child. And then you got the other flat earth, which actually comes from like I'm not going to just say religion, but like it's a religious / godly thing. Like if you think about like, if you believe in a higher power or a God or something like that, basically in the Bible or the Quran or whatever, they say that the earth is flat and it sits basically on a table with like a dome that covers it. And if you physically think about it, that sounds like an ant farm. And if you think about it, that mean that I don't know. It just had me really feeling like, yo, like if we can create something, like if we can create stuff out of thin air or just make a sandcastle out of sand and just like we are creators. How come we couldn't have been created outside of the box that we live in? And then I was looking at that versus the sphere, and I felt like the whole of the star Polaris. The star Polaris never moved and stayed in one spot, and it stayed there since the beginning of Egyptian time, like the beginning of humankind. It's been there and never moved. And like this, the constellations are always here. If you think about it, we're going through an endless space of forever expansion. You're always going to see something different. That's like us traveling from here to California. We're not going to see the same bush in Philadelphia, all different scenery. Egyptians make pyramids to point up to a specific constellation that's always there. If we're always spinning, you know what I'm saying? Questions like that made me really believe, like, yo, like I think we really been lied to. And I really just started diving in so deep, bro. And I'm like, yo, it's just so much, bro. It's so much.
Go ahead, Jim.
Sorry to cut you off. Yeah. So I'll say this, Nate. I need more convincing on flat Earth. But when you come with like the Illuminati elite stuff, I mean,
right.
I think you could see that type of thinking with the idea like there's like higher, like there's people that kind of pull the strings of what everyone else is doing on the ground. That's why people I think are so into cryptocurrency, right? Because you have all these banks and companies that kind of just exist that aren't really necessary if we have like blockchain technology. And it's all based on the US dollar. And there's clearly this corruption with the Federal Reserve pumping out BlackRock and all these other banks, 0% loans essentially on the money. Whereas you and I and Luke have to pay interest on money. So like I think crypto is like a good way to kind of get freed from that system. And that's why
from that space,
and you know, it seems like a lot of people think that too. That's why it's going up in value. Flat Earth, I need to do a little bit more research on. That's all.
Listen, man, the only reason why I say flat Earth, bro, is because this is just like, you know, everybody have their own personal standpoint, but I feel like this is just my personal opinion, that the elites, right, the so-called people that worship, or the people that control the world, they are like, you got to ask yourself, who do they worship and how do they get control and how do they do what they do? How are they able to stay so high up and everybody stays so far down? And then when you figure that question out and then you understand like how do they be doing it, then you understand that they twist up a lot of stuff to keep people far, far, far away from the truth. And it's like, when it comes down to religious beliefs, bro, and I know people don't like talking about politics and religion and stuff like that, bro. But when you really dive in deep, you see that these people are so-called demonic or Satan worshipers. And then at the same time, these people control everything you eat, do, say, like you can't, like you read, like you was born, like everything that happened in your life is controlled by them. Everything you read, you eat, you went to school, everything is a controlled environment, and it pushes you further away from you even being religious, even though when they're religious themselves, but they're working for, or the so-called devil, where everybody's called the devil or a satanic type of thing, even to the point where they slipped up and they put it on the news by accident. And people, like, I don't know, like, and if you listen to like the music industry and people that get caught up in like higher placements in life, they tell you the story. So many people tell you the story over and over and over again. People still choose to deny what people have been saying or like the facts of what's been happening. And then for me looking at that and understanding how only certain religious things get attacked and others don't, and then like how, like, I don't know how the world is controlled, bro. It really be coming down to to one thing, bro, and it really be blowing my mind because I really like had to take time out to really understand this stuff, bro. But over time, if you dive in deep, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Anything that has to do with a religious thing that comes to the world or you or anything that has to do with a better place for you, it has been tampered with. Versus with when they're like what they're doing is they're praying. I know you heard about like people selling their souls and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Or like how they talk about the Illuminati doing like certain rituals and stuff like that. Basically, what happens is that they get a chance to worship their God, and their God delivers, right? And when their God delivers, they have complete power and control over millions and millions of people's lives, and they treat them like sheep, and they get a chance to do and tell you what they want you to do your entire life. Like you really don't have a say. Like even if you wanted to come outside and jaywalk, jaywalking, like just walk across the street, that's like literally a crime in some places where you can get arrested for that. Like there's so many things, bro, that you can see that it comes down to just control and evil. And when you see that, then you see that they be trying to hide a lot of stuff that comes to that evil and good aspect of life and the whole religious thing. I don't really want to get into it because I know people really don't like to hear about that kind of stuff, bro. But
well, Nate, I think we could probably talk about this forever, but
yeah.
I think we should give you a plug for your TikTok. So tell the people where to follow you at.
All right, follow me at Nizzy Conspiracy, Nizzy Lorde Conspiracies, and Nizzy Conspiracies on YouTube. Y'all feel me?
So what's the coin? Bezos coin?
Conspiracies.
Yeah, and Bezo token, BEZZO token.
All right.
Bezo.io. That's my website.
All right, cool. And Nate, again, thanks for coming on. Appreciate you.
I'm sorry to be ramming like that. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I love it personally. I do love it. I think, if nothing else, I think with you and your content, you at least get people thinking and asking questions, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's
that's all I want.
It's like part of being healthy, part of being a human is like not actually just accepting everything you're being told and actually wondering like, all right, why am I being told this? Why am I doing
Exactly. That's my purpose when it comes to TikTok right now, bro. It's just telling people like, and you can see like, I'm sorry to keep it going, but like this last thing, if you see some of the videos, I'll show the information. I'll tell you my own aspect on it and then show you like how like the people put it in like specific movies or a cartoon or something like that to show you that they're confirming what they're saying. They're just not physically telling you that. Like that's the mind game when it comes to it. Anything they say is fictional or fake or fairy tale-ish is where the real stories relay. And then they tell you all the other stuff that they want you to know is a controlled way to keep you manipulated. That's crazy, bro. But that's it.
It is. But
you gotta think outside the box. You can't just do it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, everybody gotta start thinking for their own now, bro. Or it's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad.
Nate, I could not agree more with that statement. But anyway, again, thanks for coming on the show. Really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll probably hit you up sometime this week about what's going on. But
all right, bet.
And nice seeing you again. It's been too long, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Definitely, bro.
We'll promote it and everything. And thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Thanks so much,
No
Nate.
problem. Y'all can have me back, man. I'll be back if y'all want.
Definitely. We'd love to have you back.
I'll have you back when you hit 1 million followers.
All right, bet.
Promote us too, bro. Do that. All right, later, guys.
All right, later, guys.
Take care.
See ya.